If you are a serious business owner, this video is for you. 90% of new entrepreneurs completely ignore this, and it is the exact reason why established businesses are struggling with implementing AI. I spend hundreds of hours evaluating different infrastructures, hosting platforms, website builders, and this is the exact future-proof, AI-ready infrastructure for building your website in 2026. Today we are setting the foundation for your business, so you can actually leverage AI, build new features, and stay flexible when automating your business later. Hi, I'm gotta go. In 2026, I decided to launch a completely new business from scratch called Autonomy, and I'm going to be documenting the entire process of building new business in the world run by AI agents. And this is exactly where most people get stuck, because we kind of got it all upside down. People vibe code websites without even knowing where websites are going to live. It's like designing a house without knowing on what land it's going to be built. The land, the foundation matters more than you think. Let me show you why using my past life as an architect. Online business needs a digital office and storefront. The office is where your business operations are running. The storefront is what your customers see. Ideally, you want both to be one unit or as closely connected as possible. There are really three things that you need to understand. 1. The land your business lives on. That's your hosting. 2. The building itself. That's your website platform. 3. How storefront, what customers see, connect to your business operations. That's your tech stack integration. As it comes to land, you can rent it, you can own it, you can share it with others. But here's an option that very few know about. Renting land while letting others manage it. You see, if you own a land, you have to think about piping, internet access, infrastructure like roads, and that's a lot of work that as a business owner you shouldn't be focusing on. In 2026, what you want is your own land. You want to be independent. This is your business after all. You want flexibility to build whatever you want on that land and an ability to grow that land as your business grows. So what do you build on this digital land? Well, that very much depends what you are selling. But no matter what, you need two things. Before, building a website for your online business really boiled down to two choices: simple and convenient, or complex and customizable. It's like hiring an architect to build you a beautiful, unique home for your unique business. Or buying a modular blueprints and hiring construction company to build from those. The architect way costs serious money and time. Blueprint buildings are limiting and makes you look like everyone else. Spoiler alert, in the world of AI, you don't want to be limited. Today, we have a third angle: independence and autonomy. AI helps you with customization and complexity while keeping things simple and convenient. You don't want to be locked in a fixed service with limited features, but you also don't need dev team turning every new website feature into $1,000 expense. The reason people get stuck because we get blueprints and then we depend on a construction team, but they want custom AI features that won't fit the box. So what does this actually look in a practice? Let me show you 3 paths and show you why 2 of them don't fit the use case that most businesses need. But to begin with, we are talking about building a website, not a landing page. A real business website that fits this criteria. First, ranks in Google. And more importantly, get cited by AI search engines like Perplexity, Google AI Overviews, Claude, ChatGPT, which is actually powered by Bing search engine. 2, you want your website to scale automatically as the traffic increase and, God forbid, you go viral or your ad campaign is a success. 3, it doesn't drain your bank account with subscriptions. And 4, the most important one, in my opinion, a website infrastructure that you actually own and can sell one day if you want to. I started looking at options and realized there is not really a perfect solution, just trade-offs, until I found something. Path 1, website builders. Here you can think Webflow, Framer, Squarespace, beautiful, convenient, amazing products. Relatively easy to use. But you are renting that. You don't own SEO infrastructure. You can't install custom tools. And if we change pricing or shut down certain features, you are forced either to migrate, which is painful, or you just Pay. Path 2, shared hosting, €5 a month. Great deal. But you are sharing a server with hundreds of other websites. Therefore, shared hosting, right? Then one website gets hacked. Other websites on the same server are at risk, so that's one. But more importantly, one website out of shared server gets more traffic, other websites slow down. It's a perfect solution, don't get me wrong. I love, for example, Hostinger, but it's for different use case. Path 3, cloud infrastructure. Here we have AWS, Google Cloud, DigitalOcean, real power. If you don't have DevOps engineer on your business, it's a headache. And business owners should not spend their time setting up server infrastructures, security patches, database optimizations, and server configuration. I'm not qualified to do that, and I don't want to deal with that. None of those felt right, so I kept looking. And I'm a big proponent of open source community, local AI, being independent, autonomous. So this is me. If you relate to this, subscribe to our channel, stick around. I'm going to share videos more like this, but this is where I surprised myself. I seriously started considering something that I thought I will never touch in my life. WordPress. I used to manage WordPress. I used to build websites with WordPress. And I know WordPress in 2026, I was like, isn't it something that people used like 10 years ago? But here's a catch. WordPress powers 43% of the internet. There is a reason it survived 20 years while WordPress killers came and went. AI scraped the whole internet, and it scraped content from WordPress websites, which consist of a majority. So AI search engines are very familiar with the type of website that a WordPress website and that infrastructure. And this is the 3 reasons why I settled on it. SEO infrastructure. AI search engines need structured content to cite, and WordPress have 20 years of schema markup, sitemaps, and semantic structure built in. And if none of us ring a bell, don't worry about it, but just trust me that it has infrastructure that AI search engines are very much familiar with. This is why WordPress sites consistently rank well. Second, you own everything. Your content, your data, your customization. You are not dependent on a platform roadmap or a pricing structures. WordPress is open source. And third, this is what really got me thinking and got me excited. I started researching WordPress plugins. Booking plugin, the ability for customers to book with you, €400 a year. Contact forms with actual features, €600 a year. Calendar plugin, add another 1,000. That's potentially thousands of euros annually for forms and calendars and just basic website features. But here's what changed. With AI tools like Replit, Cursor, Claude Code, Lovable, wherever you go with, you can build these features yourself, however you want. Connecting to your business operations, having direct infrastructure. We had a community member who wanted WordPress like plugin with thousands of euros, and in 15 minutes we just built a plugin and he used it. You build plugins and features and you can directly embed it on your WordPress website and you own them forever. And if you want new features and there is some AI sales agent on your website, boom, you control that. No subscriptions, no limitations, no waiting for developers or website builders to add the feature that you need. So WordPress becomes the foundation, AI becomes the feature builder, okay? That's the stack I want. I want a solid business infrastructure and I want to add features with AI flexibly. But I still had a problem where everything lies on. This is where I found the middle option that nobody is talking about. Managed hosting. And this is why I partnered with Cloudways for this video. So what is managed hosting? Cloudways rents servers from the major cloud providers. Think DigitalOcean, Google Cloud, you name it. They do it on your behalf. You get dedicated cloud infrastructure. You own the server. You're not sharing it with anyone. But they handle security updates, backups, server optimization, monitoring. You get the power without the maintenance job. Think about it like leasing a car with a full service included. You get the car, but someone else is handling oil changes. And I secured a pretty good deal for you. Use GottaGo20 to get 20% off for 3 months. And 3-day free trial, no credit cards required. Link in the description. So this is where it gets real now. You sign up. For new signups, no credit card required. Now we are in the dashboard. For application, we click WordPress. Create a server. Server selection actually matters here. We have DigitalOcean, Vultr, Linode, AWS, Google Cloud. For WordPress, I'm going with Vultr high frequency. Why? Best CPU clock speed for the price. WordPress is PHP based, and PHP loves fast processors. This gives you the best performance per euro. Server size, start with 2 GB RAMs. This handles most sites well, and this is exactly why you will love managed hosting. You can scale it up later. You just drag a slider and you have bigger server size. No migration to another server, no downtime. If my new business is going to take off and I need more power, just one slider and that's it. On a shared hosting, you would need to migrate to the whole new server. Okay, for location, I'm going to select US. Most of my audience is in US, so you should always select a server closest to the target customers. Now we wait, it takes around 7 minutes to load. Boom, your own server is ready. Let me show you what we actually get. You can get SSL management, so this is encryption. So when people go to your website, it says secure website. You also get automated backups daily. You can also trigger manual backups before making large changes. One other element that is crucial with web hosting is support. And I literally had on Cloudways a customer support where I messaged that I need this fixed right now. Something is not working. The support fixed the thing in under 10 minutes. It was just like, send me like, hey, check it, it's working. I click it, it works. I was just like over the moon. Like I couldn't believe, I kind of like just assumed that it has to be complicated. It has to take a lot of time. And it was so quick. I'm going to show you in future videos how I connect projects like AI Coding Assistant, making plugins and connecting them to my WordPress website. It's incredible and it's easier than you think. If you're building online business, which probably going to have a website, your website matters more than you think. Ownership gives you freedom. When you combine private infrastructure with private content management, WordPress, which is open source, you have a foundation that nobody can take from you. And if you're building a digital business, not just a toy website, this is a must for you. If you want to be AI native and be flexible and have power to integrate new features and automations in your website, this is a no-brainer. In part 2 of the Cloudways series, we are going to build a WordPress website together with AI. So subscribe and stay tuned. See you soon.